Hi, this is my review of Heinrich's Call of Cthulhu Guide to Character Creation, a solo and group aid to generating investigators. If you haven't seen my review of the solo campaign Carcosa by the same author Heinrich, by the name of Call of Cthulhu Guide to Carcosa, please check out the playlist in the description below. That's going to be the Heinrich playlist because this man keeps producing gold. This is without a doubt exceptional Call of Cthulhu material. Now let's talk about the quality of the PDF. The quality is great. Everything is fully bookmarked. Everything is well written, organized, and explained. The graphic design looks great. The art assets, the illustrations, the embellishments on the pages, they all look perfect, quite thematic, top notch. Now let's talk about the contents. This is pretty much a minigame, a life path process to create fully fleshed out investigators. Depending on the results of the tables, you could have an average background or quite the extraordinary background. Some things that your investigator has gone through his or her life could be quite astonishing. Perhaps they have already encountered supernatural and eldritch beings. Or maybe they have just experienced some extraordinary things related to the more mundane side of life. You have tips and advice on how to carry out this process if you are using normal Call of Cthulhu or Pulp Call of Cthulhu. Pulp Cthulhu rather. With these tables, you will be able to determine the origins of your investigator, the nationality, the ancestry, the social status, the birth. You also have a table covering childhood with childhood events, family matters. You also have the adolescence, perhaps with some noteworthy results related to religion. You also have another table covering adulthood, with your education, your professional career. You also have a table covering the middle age and beyond. So everything concerning your family life, different events in various phases or periods of that investigator's life. There are even tables to determine the personal description of the investigator, the traits, the ideology, the beliefs, the significant people. There are even tables for meaningful locations, treasured possessions, arcane tomes, spells, and artifacts. Perhaps your investigator starts the game with something that could prove to be a blessing or, as it is often the case in Call of Cthulhu games, a curse. There are also tables covering occupations, skills, fortune and misfortune, military events, romance, crime, expeditions, journeys into the dreamlands or other dimensions. You also have a table to determine names and a miscellaneous table, covering everything from body locations to colors, uncommon features, signs, ancient cultures, exotic tastes, patrons, deeds, weapons, documents. Everything is covered here. There is even a Keeper's Tome section, with special events that could be derivative of other results in the other tables, touching upon everything from murders to forbidden knowledge to kidnappings to asylum visions and rituals. Near the end of the book, you even have player handouts. Some of the results could prompt the use of tarot-like cards. So what do I think about Heinrich's Call of Cthulhu Guide to Character Creation? My highest recommendation. This can work as a minigame on its own. If you have fun creating investigators or non-player characters, you can go at it and see what sort of life that particular investigator has experienced so far. And because you have tables covering every single phase of an investigator's life, you could stop generating results when you get to adolescence or perhaps adulthood, or maybe you want to create an investigator that is a bit more on the senior side. You can also handle things up to that point. However, when it comes to using this book in a typical Call of Cthulhu session, I think everyone will develop his or her own preferences on the methodology. In my case, I think this is perfect for Pulp Cthulhu games, because some of these results could result in some investigators that have a larger than life presence because of all of the things that they have gone through. But when it comes to more mundane results, they are perfect for your typical non-Pulp Cthulhu sessions. So in the case of standard Call of Cthulhu, I would recommend that each player at the table generates at least 2 investigators. That way, if your investigator gets killed or ends up completely insane, you already have a fully fleshed out investigator to replace him or her. Otherwise, going through the lengthy process of investigator generation could take a bit too long for that session. And because in Pulp Cthulhu the investigators have more survivability, I see no issue there. But like I said, it's up to each player and to each keeper how you want to handle these results. Maybe you only want to use some of the tables when you are creating investigators, not all of them. If that suits you, that's perfect. Now, when it comes to solo play specifically, the tables here can be used as any other tables in solo role-playing games. But they are also great if something like a prompt, something specific to the context, results in the non-player character revealing something about his or her past. You can use these tables just for that. So, once again, my highest recommendation for Heinrich's Call of Cthulhu Guide to Character Creation. You also have a sheet included to organize everything about your investigator's background. Thank you for watching this review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.